teaching in action, right? Uh-huh. Okay. You see? No? No. Well, I think all the students here, I think Burhan and our brother over there, they are the most students that attend the class. Some people, it's been a while I didn't see them. Now we start asking questions now. Whoever I feel like they're missing, I'll ask them. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi sallam. Okay, I think last week we came all the way to page 25, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hey, Burhan? We read page 25, right? Yes. Okay. So as I said, let's summarize this whole lesson. What are we learning here? We're trying to differentiate between what they call al-shamsiyya and al-qamariyya. When a word, you preceded, it started with al, what is going to happen with the word at the end? Or the first letter after the al. So remember, as I said, in Arabic, always if there's nothing preview the word, it has to be tanween, dhamma. You say baytun, baytun, house. So if you add the al on it, you say al-baytu, al-baytu, the house, the house. Okay? But now this they call al-qamariyya, al-qamariyya, meaning you pronounce the al itself. You say al-baytu. So when it comes to the huruf shamsiyya, al-huruf shamsiyya, there you do not pronounce the al, because you can't say al-shamsu. No, you say ash-shamsu, ash-shamsu. So meaning you add the shadda on the first letter, then you eliminate one dhamma, you eliminate one dhamma, it remains one dhamma. You say ash-shamsu, ash-shamsu. So we read all the way to page 25 now. Let me just read last page 25. He said, اقرأ الكلمات الآتية واكتبها مراعيا قواعد نطق لام التعريف مع الحروف القمرية والشمسية. Read the following words and write them down, bearing in mind the rule regarding sun and moon letters. Okay? So we read down, it say al-baytu, ad-diku, al-mudarrisu, al-babu, al-talibu, as-sukkaru, ad-daftaru, al-akhu, al-rasulu, al-wajhu, as-sadiqu, al-qur'anu, as-salatu, al-ka'batu, al-ra'asu, al-isbu'u, al-sabunu, al-dhufuru, al-fajru, al-dhuhru, al-asru, al-maghribu, al-isha. So I can read the words, or I want you to read it and tell me, is this a Qamariya or Shamsiya? It's a moon letter or a sun letter? So we start with Al-Fayaya. Al-Baytu. No, we started this lesson long time ago. Okay, Shaheen. Okay, read the next one. Hello, Abdul. You want to go outside, Abdul? No, you're not looking at it, you're talking. moon letter. Al. Moon. Okay, all right, stop there. Burhan, the next one. He stopped at Talibu. Ad-daftaru. Al. Let me hear you. Al-akhu. Al. Al-wajhu. Okay. All right. Next. As-sadiqu. Moon or sun? As-sadiqu. Okay, it's a sun letter. Next one. Okay. Jibril, keep going. What? Al-Qur'anu. I don't know. You say sun, you say moon. Which one? I know it's one of them. You see, you're looking at the other page. Okay, let's go next. Okay, it's a moon letter. Mubin. The next one, as-salatu. Okay, good. Abdul, you want to try? As-sabunu. Ad-dhufru. No, ad-dhufru. Well. Okay. Al-fajr. No. You already say al. It's a moon. Okay. Next. Al-dhuhuru. It's not al. Al-dhuhuru. Now I see what you guys doing. You read it and you look on this side. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So Al-Dhuhru is a sun letter. Al-Asru is a moon letter. Al-Maghribu is moon. Al-Isha'u is a moon. Okay. So now let me translate it. Al-Baitu, the house. Ad-Diku, the rooster. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher. Al-Babu, the door. Al-Talibu, the student. As-Sukkaru, sugar. Al-Daftaru, notebook. Al-Akh, brother. Al-Rasulu, the prophet. Al-Wajhu, face, your face. As-Sadiqu, as-Sadiqu, a friend. The friend. Al-Qur'anu, we all know Al-Qur'an. As-Salatu, the prayer. Al-Ka'batu, where you face and pray. Al-Ra'su, the head. Al-Isba'u, a finger. As-Sabunu, soap. Al-Dhufuru, nail. Al-Fajru, Fajr. Al-Dhuhuru, Al-Dhuhuru, Dhuhur. Al-Asr, Asr, Al-Maghrib, Maghrib, Al-Isha, Isha. Okay, so now we're going to read the next page, page 26. Maybe I want one of you to read, because you read English better than me. Who wanna read? Burhan or Mubin? Who wants to read? Huh? No, you always want to do something and you don't do it. Oh, well, read the first paragraph. Let me see how you can read. Are you guys hearing? Okay, all right, then let me read. Okay, points to remember. Okay, every lesson that we learn, this is a good thing about this book for English speakers. So this is like a summary what we already learned for the past 5-6 pages. This is the summary. It's a points to remember. In this lesson, we learn the use of the Arabic definite article al. When you remember, you say al, al-Qamariya, al-Ashamsiya, al, which correspond to the English the, the. When the definite article al is prefixed to a noun, naturally the indefinite article noon at-tanween, the noon at-tanween is dropped. So let me re-explain again. So you see, when you say baytun, baytun, so he's telling you naturally here we have al. If we add al to it, we drop this al baytu. So we say there. That's all we learn. We add al here, we eliminate one. That's it. The tanween, that's what he said in N over there. The noon, tanween. He's trying to say the tanween. Tanween means 2 dhamma, or 2 fatha, or 2 kasra. Any fatha is called tanween. Okay? So he said the tanween, you're going to drop one of them and pronounce it, use the al to pronounce it. Okay? Now he giving you example, baytun. You see, baytun. Then you say on the other side, al baytu. Baytun, al baytu. Okay? You see, the first one, there's a noon on it. Then the second one, he took the noon out, al baytu. He said the Arabic has 28 letters. Do you guys all memorize it? 28 letters of the Arabic language? Okay, all right. Hello? Okay? Of these, 14 are called solar letters or sun letters. So that's what we were using. We call them solar letters, huruf shamsiyya, or sun letters. Okay? And the other 14 are called lunar letters or moon letters. We call them huruf qamariya, the other 14. So if you remember the other 14, so whatever is not part of this 14, either is a moon or sun, whichever one you memorize. Okay. Okay, in the articulation of the solar letters, the tip of the blade of the tongue is involved, as in T. When you say ta, T, and noon, and ra, and sa. So the tip of your tongue is, is used on that. Okay? The tip of the blade of the tongue does not play any part in the articulation of the lunar letters. So when you pronounce in the lunar letters, how he's trying to tell you what, how you're going to be. When you say ba, when you say al-babu, so the tip of your tongue cannot be, it's not part of it. Okay? What say wow, we say W here, but he's trying to say wow, al-waladu. When you say al-waladu, like the meme again, meme when you say al-maktabu, or the kaf when you say al-kitabu, okay, etc. So when al is prefixed to a noun beginning with a solar letter, the al, the lam, The lam, don't just say L here, just say lam. The lam of the al is, assimilated to the solar letter. What happened? Did I turn it off? Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Where are we? Okay. It's a when al is prefix to a noun beginning with a solar letter, the al, the lam of the al, is assimilated to the solar letter. Example: when you say al shams, the sun is pronounced ash-shamsu. You see, just look at it. You say ash-shamsu. You see, when you write it al-shams, but here he's trying to show you the, how you guys call it, phonetics, how to pronounce it, ash-shamsu. You say no change takes place in writing. You cannot, write it like that. You can just leave the al there. Oh, this thing keep dying on me. Okay. So you see when you say ash-shamsu, ash-shamsu, so there's nothing to add there. Although, you see over there you say al-shamsu, al. Oh, died again. Okay, let me bring batteries. Maybe it's the batteries done. Looks like the battery is dead. I hope this works. Who's in there?
On the phone. That's my phone.
Wow. Now it's not coming on. You know what? I'll just leave this. It's not coming on. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, let's just start from here. When al is prefixed to a noun beginning with a solar letter, the lam of the al is assimilated to the solar letter. Example: al-shams, the sun, is pronounced ash-shamsu, ash-shamsu. No changes take place in writing ash-shamsu. Okay, the assimilation is is indicated by the shadda on the first letter of the noun. So you see, we add the shadda on it, so that tells you is a sun letter. That's the difference between the sun letters and the moon letters. Okay, no such assimilation take place with the lunar letters. So you don't have to add any shadda on the lunar letters. Example: al-qamar, the moon. Al-qamaru, the moon, is pronounced al-qamar, al-qamaru, al-qamaru. There's no changes there. Okay. So here are some examples of the assimilation of lam of the al to the solar letters. Okay. You say, when you see like an-najmu becomes an-najmu. You see over here you say al-najmu, then it becomes an-najmu. It's like you can see the al there. An-najmu. Okay. Ar-rajulu, al-rajulu, then it becomes ar-rajulu. You just and the A and the R and the Ra again. Okay? Al-diku, it becomes ad-diku. Al-diku, you write al-diku, but you read ad-diku. Okay? Al-samaku, but it becomes as-samaku. You read it as samaku. Okay, see the table of lunar letters and sun letters. It's the one that we already passed over here at page 24. That's what it's trying to refer you to. It's a note that A of the A of the al is proceeded only when it's is pronounced only when it's not preceded by another word. So if we have something that preceded the al, you can pronounce it. Okay, it is preceded by a word. If it's preceded by a word, it's dropped in the pronunciation. If you add wa on it, you say wal baitu, washamsu, wal qamaru. So it's like the alif, you cannot pronounce it. You just pronounce the lam. But it's preceded by a wa, meaning and. The a is dropped, and the phrase is pronounced wal baitu, not wal al baitu. You say wal baitu, you can say wal al baitu. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. You see, you already have the al here. Okay, if you have wow here, you can't say wal al baitu. You just say wal baitu. That's what he's trying to say. You can't say wal baitu, wal al baitu. If you just pronounce it without the wow, you say al baitu. But if you have the wow, you say wal baitu. Okay? Okay. To indicate the omission in pronunciation, this sign, the alif, is placed above the hamza. Okay. When you add the wow here, wal baitu. Wal baitu. So sometimes when you read in Quran, you can see the alif is there. But if there's something that makes it, you cannot pronounce it, you can say no alif on it. You can say no hamza. No hamza is on it. You just say wal baitu. Okay? But this when you read more, you can see it more. Okay. Okay, the hamza is placed, you see, the alif is placed above the hamza. You remember the hamza, how it looks like, put it on there. Okay, now, page 27. Okay, the initial vowel, alif, ain, or I, or U, which is omitted when preceded by a word, is called hamzatul wasl. So when something has hamzatul wasl, like when you say iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, the hamza there, iqra bismi. You're supposed to say bi ismi, but now it's hamzatul wasl, you say bismi rabbika instead of say iqra bi ismi rabbika. You see, like when you say, when a surah ends, you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But let's say, Lilaf Quraysh, Ilafin Rashid, say, Fadabdu Rabbad al-Bayt alladhi atamu min juni wa amanu min khawfim Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, you join in. But he's trying to say something like that, and the hamza to wasl. When you say Iqra Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. If you start from another surah, you join it, that become Hamzat Wasl. It's the same thing when you say Iqra bi ismi rabbika when you start, but if you not, you say Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. That's what he's trying to explain to you. You say the door is open, al-babu maftuhun. The pen is broken, al-qalamu maksurun. Note, we have learned that the tanween is the indefinite article. The tanween is an indefinite article in corresponding to the English, and it is to be translated as a, like a. Example, bait, a house. This does not apply to adjective like maftuhun and maksurun. Maftuhun and maksurun is an adjective. It's not a name. It's a name, but it's explaining something. Maksurun is broken. Broken is a name, so that you cannot, apply this to this rule. Like you say al-babu maftuhun. You can't say al-babu al-maftuhu. No, you can only say al-babu maftuhun. Because y is an adjective. That's why you cannot have al. Okay? Okay. Now we have some vocabularies here. I want you please to remember, always read these vocabularies. Okay? Because now it's translated, I don't need to translate it. Faqirun, poor. Ghaniyun, rich. Qasirun, short. Over there you correct it, okay? It's a P-H-O-R-T. It's H-S-O-R-T. Okay? Tawilun, tall. Harun, hot. Baridun, cold. Waqifun, standing. Jalisun, sitting. Qadimun, old. Jadidun, new. Ba'idun, far away. Qaribun, near, something close to you. Wasikhun, dirty. Nadhifun, clean. Kabirun, big. Saghirun, small. Thaqilun, heavy. Khafifun, light. Al-ma'u, water. Al-waraqu, paper. Jamilun, beautiful. At-tufahu, apple. Hulwun, sweet. Ad-dukkanu, sharp. Al-maridun, sick person. Okay? So next week when you come here, inshallah, I will say, hey, you. I will cover the book like this. When I say faqirun, you say poor. When I say qaribun, you say near. When I say new, you say jadidun. So you have to learn it. Next week when you come, that's how we're going to do. Okay? Do you hear me? Okay. I'll point at you and say, hey, you. Okay? When I say beautiful, you say jamilun. When I say water, you say ma. You see, I'll confuse you. I'll really try to confuse you, because I'll say English one, then I say Arabic the other time. If I say English, you have to say in Arabic. If I say Arabic, you have to say in English. Okay? All right. So do you have any question on this lesson so far? You need what? Water? $1. Then I don't have water. Go to the ladies' musalla. I think there's some water left there. Okay, so what do you guys think? We're going to do some quizzing though, but not now, inshallah. We're going to go ahead and do some review. I'll make sure everybody here, then I'll just surprise you. So quiz time. Yeah? You get some? Okay. So at least just read just one page on the new lesson, inshallah. Page 28. Go to page 28. So, as I said, nobody have any question? Do you understand the whole lesson? What we're trying to learn here is to differentiate living room